Okay, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is week 4 of the SDL. I'm Spider in the Montclair Nightmares, and we are going up against the Ledians. I don't know how to pronounce it. And the coach being Stefan. He's got the round 1 pick here in Dragapult. So, yeah, first we're going to go over my team and then get into the battle. Hopefully it's live com this week. It wasn't last week. Just because I was so triggered in the live com that I just decided to make it post com last week. So yeah, pretty crushing defeat in week 3. We're trying to bounce back here. So yeah, I'm pretty confident about this one though. I'm a lot more confident about this one than last week. So hopefully we can do better. We have so you can see my opponent's team up there in the top right, along with mine. He's got the Dragapult, obviously, Mienshao to kind of complement that offensively, so you definitely have to watch out for the Choice Scarf Mienshao, and just any Mienshao could be a problem. Celebi could be like a setup threat against us, so you definitely have to watch out for that, although I do not expect that to be a setup threat because of Infernape, which is just going to be like, and it's basically anything U-turning. I don't expect him to be Nasty Plot or Calm Mind because, first of all, U-turn Jirachi, U-turn Infernape. It doesn't really, I don't know, anything that can Toxic. I know it gets Natural Cure, but that kind of stops it from setting up and sweeping, because it's got to switch out to activate the Natural Cure. Anyway, that was just such an unnecessarily long tangent for something so minuscule. Mega Tyranitar means it cannot run the Smooth Rock, but it is still a potential sand setter for the Sand Slash. Sand Slash does get Sand Rush. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm tripping over my words so much right now. So potential Swords Dance, Sand Slash, probably because everything is just a tongue twister today for me. So yeah, Rotom Wash is probably a lock, I think, because it's really good for like Infernape, Greninja, even Zapdos. It's just a good, slow-ish Volt Switcher. So yeah. Anyway, first up we have Choice Scarf Greninja because I can outspeed Dragapult. I'll outspeed. The speed is from Scarf Mienshao that's speed creeping a Jirachi. So if he wants to make sure he'll outspeed a Scarf Jirachi, he will probably run 330 speed, and I'm 331 here. So that is what that's for. I think Scarf Greninja, is a good bring here because it'll definitely catch Dragapult off guard, and late game it has a lot of potential. I think again, just Dual Stab really hits his team pretty dang hard, and Surf is just there in case I don't want to have to click Hydro Pump. I will most likely be clicking Hydro Pump, well, in most scenarios, but it's nice to have the Surf there just in case. I can maybe just late game sweep something, with just spamming Surf. Maybe T-Tar's low. Maybe we're against like a chipped Mienshao, chipped Weezing, that kind of thing. So, yep, that is the Greninja. Hoping to put in more work with it. So far, we've done pretty well, other than last week, of course. Donphan with the leftovers. We are Fizdef, basically just to take on Tyranitar and Sandslash and Talonflame, and that's about it. It's pretty nice for a D-dancing Dragapult as well. I can Earthquake things. I can also Toxic the incoming Rotom Washes of the world. Obviously, I can't do really anything to Weezing if he's Levitate, but that's okay. And I know Tyranitar does get Ice Beam, and it'll probably run that just for the Donphan, but it's not gonna Oko me. Obviously, I have Sturdy, so I just need to stop a D-dancing Tyranitar. As long as he doesn't get 2 up, we can outspeed him with the Greninja and come in and revenge kill him. And yeah, so that's good. I just need to make sure that I keep this thing healthy for a potential D-dance Tyranitar, or just not let D-dancing Tyranitar get in and be able to do that. So that is the Donphan. We also have obviously Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin's pretty good in general. So yeah, and then of course the Stealth Rocks, because he's got Rapid Spin, Sandslash, Defog, Rotom, and Defog Talonflame. So that is those are his hazard removal options. Next up is Zapdos with the Roost, Heat Wave, Volt Switch, Toxic. Because I have removal on Donphan, I don't need Defog on Zapdos, or I don't necessarily need to bring it. I have Heat Wave there in case he brings the Escavalier. It's just a safety pin since, spoilers, I'm not bringing Infernape this week. So I need some sort of, well, I feel like it's nice to have some sort of fire move. And Heat Wave will probably catch him off guard because Heat Wave's really not going to do anything to anyone else on his team. So, I mean, I guess Celebi, but I could just run, like, Flying Stab for that if I really wanted to. So, yeah, I have Volt Switch because if Sandslash does make an appearance, good for him. I really don't care. It's not really worth running U-Turn just for a Sandslash. I'd rather have that Stab, stronger Volt Switch. So, yeah, we can kind of pivot into a Mienshao. Mienshao does not want to really go for a U-turn against me because of consistently because of the potential of static paralyzation. Same with Dragapult, doesn't really want to be U-turning. If I know it's like a physical set, you know, I can stop it from doing that. It's kind of a deterrent. Maybe if I catch Talonflame trying to pivot around, yeah, just static is really nice here. So pivoting into Mienshao, pivoting into Talonflame, pivoting into a potential Escavalier. That is the name of the game for the Zapdos. So, yeah, next up is the Lil Piggies. Spidef for, it's a pretty good Dragapult answer, I think. I don't have Wish Protect, I have Wish Encore with Knockoff and Thunderwave. Thunderwave is good in case he wants to bring in Tyranitar hard on this, Mienshao hard, if he wants to be, you know, extra aggressive against us. Because, you know, Audino has shown its passivity so far this season, so I want to make sure I don't let things set up on me. Talonflame is a Swords Dance. It's a Swords Dance potential. Dragapult is a DD potential. We can Encore Celebi, who's trying to set up. Really, Encore is just a safety pin, and I do get that Regenerator, which kind of makes up for not having Protect here. But I do not want to get set up on in the slightest. So we're going to try to avoid that with the Encore. It seems so far it's done pretty well in Mox. I just don't want to lose to a Specs Dragapult, which is kind of what happens to this team if Audino is not here. And, you know, Thunderwave, again, it's just for speed control to catch things. And then Knockoff is so that I don't lose to a substitute DD kind of Dragapult, I suppose. And yeah, he can't really Will-O-Wisp Hex me either because I'm immune to Hex, so that's good. It's also nice to pivot into like Rotom, most Celebes, Gardevoir, so that kind of thing. Yeah, there's no real reason to run speed. I gotta remember to make sure that I don't forget to speed creep some things, because I've done that in the past. So yeah. Anyway, I might just run negative speeds so that I'm slower than the Rotom, but I think I'd rather get that Volt Switch off on Rotom to chip it. Anyway, next up is the Altaria. I'm just running especially offensive, bulky Altaria. It's really good for switching into Rotom. I tank basically any one hit from anything here. I mean, Escavalier's not outspeeding me, so I can just Flamethrower that. And his poison type is Weezing, so I'm also not really worried about that OHKOing me. I have Heal Bell there just to relieve the team and you know, Altaria in specific, just because if I get toxic on maybe a Rotom predicts a switch and clicks toxic, I can just Heal Bell that. Maybe if Celebi wants to T-Wave, you know, if I get a stray burn or a stray toxic, whatever it may be, and just for the team in general, you know, Audino really doesn't want to get poisoned. Same with Zapdos. I know, you know, Greninja doesn't want to get T-Wave, all that stuff. So Heal Bell's going to be kind of nice there, and then Roost for recovery. But in general, Hyper Voice plus Flamethrower kind of goes off on him, which is really good news for us. We have no speed, so if Tyranitar is a speedy Tyranitar, it will outspeed us. Something to keep in mind, but again, max HP, good natural bulk will help us to live attacks there. So, yeah, that is the Altaria. Really, best answer for this would be a Talonflame, But again, I've kind of some pretty good switch-ins to that. Mainly Zapdos. I mean, I don't want to be set up on with Donphan. So next up, or I should say last but not least, is the Roserade. This is kind of a fun one. I toyed between this and like a Scarf Jirachi, maybe a potential Infernape to sweep late game, but I really want to bring this Roserade, man. I think it's very powerful. If you look at my team, it's really not that threatened by a Rotom Wash, which is, Rotom Wash is like a staple. If someone drafts it, they're probably bringing it almost every game, and it's really, I don't know, it's really kind of meh against this team, especially with the Roserade here. If I get this thing in for free, it's kind of going crazy. Leaf Storm is very difficult to switch into on this team, and his best answers would be like an Escavalier, which I don't really know is making an appearance, Dragapult, which I can Shadow Ball on potential switch, and Talonflame, which I can Sludge Bomb. So this thing, I think it's going to be deceivingly strong against him. Oh, and Weezing, but I don't see Weezing really taking a Leaf Storm very well. So yes, that is about it. We have enough speed for, that's probably max speed Tyranitar, just in case he decides to do that. So yeah, I'm assuming that, maybe it's, no, it can't be max, maybe it's like a modest Gardevoir, but I doubt it. I think it's just a max speed Tyranitar. Anyway, that is going to be that. Again, a lot more confident about this one. I'm recording this Thursday. I believe I have the battle, oh boy, probably tomorrow night, Friday night. So that should be fun. But yeah, that is going to be the team builder. So I will cut the video right here, and hopefully it's in on a live comm this time. So yeah, I will see you there. Alright, here we are in the battle, going up against Stefan. He brings a team of Dragapult, Mienshao, Escavalier, Rotom Wash, Talonflame, Gardevoir. So no Mega T-Tar, which is pretty good for us actually, and no Weezing, so that's also pretty okay. I'm going to lead Cloud Top Cruise, which is my dedicated lead. I think, so like I said, it's pretty good he didn't bring Mega T-Tar, I think. And Escavalier, we do have some fire coverage for it. So he actually leads Talonflame, okay. Do I just go straight Zafara? What does this thing want to do to me, is my real question. Yeah, I think Zafara is a pretty easy switch here. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp, that's fine, because I get a slow Volt switch here. I'd rather be Will-O-Wisp than Toxic, than Poisoned, so that's good for me. And, so he's probably like a defensive Talonflame, I'd assume, which means Hyper Voice probably isn't going to do that much to him. Probably around like 35%. Alright. Dark Pulse from Greninja's looking pretty threatening for him. Even just Hydro Pump once we get, well, no, it's more, yeah, anyway. Okay, Dragapult comes in here. I think I just go right back out, and I really wish I had Toxic on this. But I'm going to do this and Hyper Voice because I want to see how much damage we're doing to Talonflame here. Oh, Escavalier comes out. Okay. So I do 29 to this, which really isn't much. I'm assuming this is an Assault Vest Escavalier here. I do 21. We don't see lefties. Oh, you know what? He might be Akka, though. Because we didn't see that. Does an Iron Head kill me? It doesn't kill me. Iron Head does not kill me, but I probably don't heal up on anything if he is an Akaberry set here. So I think Zafar. I'm gonna hold on. Let me do an off-screen research move right here because I don't know if this thing actually touches my Zapdos. I really don't want this thing to be. Oh, oops! I looked up the wrong Pokemon. It might knock off. I have a feeling it just Iron Heads here. And then a Heat Wave, and then I can Heat Wave it. If he really wants to stay in. Or do I just get risky? And I think I'm just going to Flamethrower. He has ended up being Akka, so that's pretty bad for us. But we lived that pretty well, surprisingly. I kind of want to Roost No, I'm just gonna flamethrower. Okay. So that didn't do as much as I thought it would do. The calc is saying 76 to 90%. He only did 60, so he was not like fully invested there. Okay, out comes the fairy type. It probably clicks a fairy move against us. I'll go to Little Piggies. If he wants to set up, I do have Encore. So that is a thing. He goes for the Moonblast because it's a special attack drop. I'm going to Wish here. He brings out Mian Xiao. I kind of want to bring out the Altaria, but that might be a prediction for him, and he might just Poison Jab. So Zafar is really easy here. He Swords Dances. Okay. I'll go for the Volt Switch. Into the Stone Edge knocks me out. Okay. Shit. Do I kill this with Greninja? I am modest. It's a really good play for him. I should have like T-waved or something. Okay. I should, well, I don't know. Do I risk him having like HP investment? I think if I bring in Greninja, he just switches. I really don't think he stays in, and I can just U-turn. And then I can get in Rose because he probably brings in Greninja or whatchamacallit, the Rotom. That's really aggressive though. But I think any other play is pretty risky. I can U-turn here. It's pretty risky. Going for a U-turn here, but again, I mean, he's not Scarfed obviously, so I think he's not. I don't think he can risk me being like Life Orb and just knocking him out here. Okay, this is exactly what I want. I can go right into Rose. I think from here I just click Sludge Bomb. Because it does more to Talonflame. And getting some damage off on Talonflame would be really good. He definitely doesn't. I mean, he might Volt Switch. Yeah, it's not even worth it. Okay. Sludge Bomb brings him down to 6. No poison, though. That's sad. He might just click a move. Does Brave Bird definitely kills me here. That's unfortunate. But it'll kill him as well. I don't want Axel to get too weakened because Mian Xiao is a threat. It's a pretty big threat, so. But I really do want this thing to stick around here. Because like Gardevoir has no speed investment, we're in a good spot. I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna go to Axel. He has a Flare Blitzing, okay. That only does 20. And he gets a burn, wow, okay, that's kind of sad. That really sucks actually. Because I was in a pretty good spot to deal with Mian Xiao with this. Oh boy. Oh boy. But now that I'm burned, I really am not as good at doing that. Which sucks. But oh well. Wow, he gets a 10% burn. That's pretty crazy. Well, I'm glad I didn't stay in there. Oops. I'll put this on the floor just in case. Alright. What does he bring in here? Potentially the Rotom Wash. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, Rotom Wash does come in. Does he really click Volt Switch here? I mean, it's very possible. Very plausible, I should add. I mean, I have some pretty good switch-ins at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna go Rose. No, he just clicks Hydro Pump. Well, that's fine with me. I could Shadow Ball, predicting the Dragapult. I don't think he goes Mian Xiao. And if he goes Gardevoir, that's still pretty good for us. Yeah, I'm gonna Shadow Ball. Dragapult comes in, this thing's dead. That is beautiful. So Rose picks up one kill there. I guess Donphan got the kill for Talonflame, so that's fine. Alright, what comes in here? Potentially a Mienshao. I wonder if Mienshao knocks me out here. With like a... I'm gonna assume he's Jolly. It's like Jolly Life Orb. Knockoff could... well... Yeah, Knockoff's like a 50% chance to kill us. So that's a thing. I really don't want to rely on Hydro Pump from Greninja. I feel like that would just suck, you know. Mienshao does come in. I wonder if I just stay in here and click Shadow Ball. Because I have ways to beat Rotom. Do I though? I don't know. I wonder if... okay, hold on. Greninja... If you're at -1 Spadef, I'm at... Well, you might be Drain Punch. That's true. You might be Drain Punch. Yeah, Surf definitely knocks you out if you're a -1. So he could be... If he's close combat, that's good for us. Yeah, let's just go into Axel because I don't really need this thing for anything else. He does Sword Stance. I'm going to Earthquake here. Just to get some chip off. Close combat comes off. He gets a crit. Did that matter? I'm not sure if it mattered. I'm going to Stark here. And I think I click Surf, like I said. Rotom's obvious, but if I U-turn again, I kind of pick up a kill with Roserade. So I don't think he can... I don't know. He might just stay in. No, he goes Gardevoir, okay. Traces my Torrent. I got off a decent chunk with this. So I'm going to go into Audino here. He doubles into Mienshao. Very good play for him. I'm going to try to Thunder Wave, I think. I think he just clicks Close Combat at this point. Yeah, he does. Okay. I'm going to go back into Stark. And I'm going to U-turn. Hoping Rotom comes in. I hope I get this right. Okay, I got it right. Whew. Wow, that was risky as hell. Okay, so now I guess I go into Rose. This is a very punch-for-punch game so far. Alright, Giga Drain should knock out the Gardevoir from this range. I mean, that Surf did a lot to this, so I'm assuming it's not offensive. I'll go into Rose. Let's see. And it should put me in range to live a hit from Mienshao. So I will Giga Drain here. It lets me kill this. Use Gardevoir. Do I take a hit here? I wonder if I take a hit. Ooh, yeah, I don't take a hit. I do not. I mean, if he's Scarfed, that's obviously not good. But if he's locked into that, I can go Stark. Dude, Choice Scarf Greninja was just not it. If I was Life Orb, it would be so much better. Because I'd have more power, and I just do not need the Choice Scarf right now. I really think he Psyshocks. But unfortunately, if I go into Stark and he Moonblast, we might just lose. So I don't think it's worth the risk there. He does just Psyshock and knock us out. We can in turn go Stark here. I think we have to Hydro Pump. We hit it. Okay, Gardevoir goes down. And I think at this point I
double into well, I don't double. I go into Altaria to get the defense drop on him. I live that. Okay, well, might die to this. And then I can just surf and I win. Okay, we we get a 1-0 victory, which was much closer than I was hoping for, but you know, a win is a win. So we're gonna be 3-1 plus 1 differential. And yeah, I think we got off to a pretty good start, knocking out the Talonflame pretty early. Roserade was a big surprise for us in a good way, knocking out Dragapult. And the Mienshao was really good against me, but at the end we basically just won the sack war at the end. So that is it. So is that? Oh, that's Sharky. That's not. I guess Porygon never entered the chat there. Oh well. So yeah, that's gonna be it. GG's to Stefan, very fun one there. And yeah, next week I don't know who we face, but hopefully it's as exhilarating as this one. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.